Mhm. Good morning, everybody. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Get a picture on Krishna, and I'll put you on here. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. We'll circle back to that. It's nice, but a little bit. Let's try this one. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Actually, start a little basic here. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna. You look a little peaked there, Tom. You okay? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Woo, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Oh Krishna, oh my Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Let's see here. Krishna, Radhe, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Gauranga Nityananda, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Gauranga 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 Nityananda, 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 Gauranga Nityananda, 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 Gauranga Nityananda, Gauranga Nityananda, Gauranga Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga Nityananda, Gauranga Nityananda, Gauranga Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda Gauranga, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda Gauranga, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda Gauranga, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda Gauranga, Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. There he is, honey. Hare Krishna. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Welcome to the party. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Nityananda, Nityananda, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Govinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Govinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda, Radha Radha Govinda, Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe Govinda. Woo. Krishna.
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Gauranga Nityananda, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Okay, a little bit. Whew. Oh my God. Oh boy.
Thanks Whew. For using.
Krishna's intense, Radha's intense. Intense love, intense bhakti, intense realization, intense. It's just completely intensely wonderful. Oh. Yeah. Amazing. Good morning, everybody. I feel good. How do you guys feel? All right? Feeling all right? Yeah. Picking up the vibrations. Yeah. It's wonderful, man. This is it, man. This is the life. Yeah. This is what people need, really, really need. The whole world doesn't have this information, this knowledge, this connection. Not the whole world. Some people have it, I was listening to this little kid preach today. He was fantastic. He was like 10 years old or something. But this guy had faith in God. And I was like, wow, this guy's got it. And he was a Christian, but he said, hey man, it's all been predicted in the Bible, this stuff. Why are you in fear? What are you afraid of? Don't you have faith in God? God is predicted. It's like, wow, man, that's it. Faith in the God, God who, see, this is the problem. People can't define it very clearly. So the Vedas are so fantastic like this. They define the Lord, they teach us how to understand him. And then you practice chanting his name, solid hearing. When you hear the name, man, you see the strength it gives, the ecstasy it gives, the happiness it gives. And you realize, why have I been listening to Fauci and Bill Gates and all these guys and going, I'm afraid? What the hell is that? What kind of life is that? It's all sound vibration. The transcendental sound vibrations give strength, give happiness. That's God. He's transcendental vibration. He's transcendental sound, transcendental name. People are meditating. This is eternal. This is why it's always, we're every day meditating on this, and all we get is more strength, more clarity, more understanding, more happiness. See? But people don't know. They're meditating on what is passing. This is the modes of nature, the flow of modes of nature. They rise, and these things happen. They're passing, this event today. That's why all the news, see, always new news and always more fear, more anxieties, what may happen. See, meditating on that. See, meditating on the modes of nature and the Vedas. Oh, it's great. Thank you, Bhagavad Gita. Thanks Krishna for speaking Bhagavad Gita. About what is, passing. And what is eternal. Oh, that's fantastic. I love it. Yeah. So anyway, intense, alive, juicy, topmost relationship with God. That's what it's really all about, isn't it? Oh, there we go. We got River here. Welcome, River. Hey, thanks for coming. I feel a little juiced up, man, today. Yeah. Holy name is holy. It's a dance, man. Ecstasy and revelation, man. That'll make your day go good. What else do you need? Ecstasy and revelation, man. It's like a diving suit from the spiritual world. We're down here in this world. Everything's passing. Everything is like, you never know. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's bad. Right now, there's a lot of bad stuff going on. Yeah, we need to be in a diving spiritual suit, with air from the spiritual world to give us, so we can breathe, in spirit, live in spirit. See? Otherwise, you live into this thing here, this. Okay. All right. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. How about we read a little Gitamrita here? Let's check it out here. How come maybe we'll read a little Bhagavad Gita. Yeah, I think. Let's see here. Let's do Prabhupada's Gita today. Let's see. To the Prabhupada's. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Krishna. Bhagavad Gita. Everybody get your Bhagavad Gitas out. Or everybody, especially those here on the live, because I might have you read a little bit here. Let's see, a little bit of Knowledge of the Absolute, Chapter 7. Let's check this out here. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Jai Jesus. Thank you very much for everything. Yeah. So here we go. Oh, man. So, where am I here? Here it is. So this is chapter 7. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha, the Supreme Lord said, Mayi unto me asakta mana. The Supreme Lord said, Mayi unto me, mind attached. See, yeah, mind attached to me. What is this me? The big ego, the real ego, the eternal ego, the Lord's ego, the one we're all connected to. We're spirit soul connected to that Supreme Lord. Yeah, mind attached. Yeah, why not? He's steady, man. The whole world is unsteady. Look at Flip Flop Fauci. He's always flip flopping. Why? You meditate on what his word is, it changes every day. Thank you, Flip Flop Fauci. You're a good example for our Bhagavatam. No offense meant, but thank you very much. You see how it is? The whole world is flip flopping. But does the Lord flip flop? No, he just wears flip flops. Yeah. See, mind attached. I just love that. Just see God. See, and who is God? You know, hey, man, he's Krishna. See, absolute truth. Meditate on the absolute conception. This is even better than the Christians. Those poor Christians, they think, oh, God is only Jesus. He's the Son, he's the Father, he's the Son, Father. Yeah. Not a clear thing. Nobody exactly knows, you know, nothing really truly logical, clear. I mean, God is a reasonable God, a logical God, an ecstatic God. He's got to be everything. You know, not unclear, right? That's why the Vedas are very nice. Yeah, the Lord comes, you know, either as his son, you know, his representative like Jesus, and some people think maybe he's God too. Could be. I mean, you know, Lord Chaitanya came like that, worshiping the Father, right? Worshiping Krishna, and then sometimes he was like autocratic, just like Jesus. So who knows? Who cares? You know, it's God. God and the Son of God. That's all we need to know, you know, because they're related, man. And especially the sons are the most important. Sons and daughters, whatever you want to forget the body, the spiritual body. That's the most important because they speak to you here. They're God's herald. You know, otherwise you speculate, oh, God is, and you become like a muddled up guy, person. See? Then the Vedas speak and they clarify things, you know, so we need that. Yeah. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Let's see here, we don't need this one. Yeah. So, yeah, the Supreme Lord said, Mayi unto me, ashakt mana, mind attached. See, mind attached. You know, people's minds get attached to things in the world very easily, right? Money. Oh, your mind can really be attached to that very easily. Beautiful woman, beautiful man, son or daughter, your mind, like, where, you know, ever see your mind when you guys are householders? You know, your mind goes to the child. What's the child doing? See, the mind's very attached. Why? Because of the heart. See, this is the secret that people need to know, how to get the heart attached to Krishna. See, then your mind will follow Krishna, right? Like it follows the child. Wouldn't that be nice? Because if your mind follows Krishna, you're going to get strength. You're going to get intelligence. You're going to get logic. You're going to get freedom. You're going to get real love, true love. See? So we need the heart to become attached. Matter of fact, Krishna even says, usually it's very hard to be attached to the Supreme Lord. It's very subtle, right? Yeah. So we're a lot easier to be attached to the children, and to the grandchildren and all, the money. It's all there. You can see it. You can touch it, right? That's another reason why you need the representative, because they're touching the Lord. You just can't quite. You can actually see it pretty much. I mean, you see this person must be touching something pretty fantastic. They're really ecstatic. They're really happy. My God, are they clear? It's all by touching the Lord, my friends. The Lord exists. You want to find out? Go hang around with real devotees who have real devotion to that transcendental Lord. You're going to see something exquisite, something uncommon, unusual. You'll see uncommon knowledge of the essence of truth. Very attractive, very interesting, very fascinating. How do you think we keep everybody here every day? They're fascinated. People will come, they get attached and attracted, and they start feeling really good. See, this is the real God. That's how you know. How else can you know? See, so mind attached to me. So that's why if you associate with those who are attached to the transcendental Lord, man, this becomes your reality. It becomes real. Otherwise, it's so subtle. People speculate, oh, God is like this, and they can't develop the faith, and their love becomes cold. See, you got to find, where's that passionate love for God that's steady, that even in these times is alive. Flaming, flame on. Hey, where is that? Well, that's where to be, man, because the love ain't growing cold, like the Bible says. In these times, the love of many will grow cold. The love of what? The love of God will grow cold. Why? Because people meditating on all that passing stuff. Yes, many Christians, many Muslims, they're looking at that. They're all masked up. They're afraid of viruses and all that because they listen to the word over there, and the word is the Lucifer God. That's their God now. See, many people, I don't care, Vaishnavas, Christians, Muslims, or people in the world, if you listen to the worldly words now, they're all about fear and panic and making you weak, pulling you down in more darkness. You can't even think straight, can't think logically. Can't think deeply. See? So proof is, hey man, where's the strength? Where's the real love? I don't care if you're in the world. Look, hey man, where's strength, man? Where is intelligence? That's what people should be thinking. I don't care, religion or non-religion. Where is clarity? Where is strength? Where is potency? Where is happiness in these times? That's the standard people should use. That's why anybody can come here. We got a waitress coming. She had no contact with Krishna before. She feels the strength here. She feels the clarity here. She says, I feel so clear here. I feel enlivened. I feel that. See, people should think like that. Simple. Hey man, that goes for all you guys out there. In all religions, any religions. Hey, man, look where the strength is in religion. Because if it's not in your religion, if it's not in your church, if it's not in ISKCON, if it's not in Gaudiya Samiti, where you're really feeling in these times, because this is the test. Find out where it is, because that's where the true God is. It was in this little boy today. He was speaking great words. When you have faith in God, it's like that. Clarity. Oh, yeah. He says, oh, man, it's in the Bible. He had faith in the scriptures. It's all predicted, not only in the Bible, but in the Vedas. Kali Yuga, man. There's all this. All these guys, Fauci, they fit the to the T. These what's going on. Yeah, but the Lord is using all of that. It's all predicted because it's part of His plan. See, but where do you got to? I mean, intelligent. If you have sufficient intelligence, why not stand where strength and clarity is and happiness? Why not? You know, the Christians, the early Christians, they were fed to the lions and they died with smiles on their face. This enraged Caesar. He went and saw. He didn't want. He wanted them to be in fear, and they were because they had faith in God. I'm telling you, man, this is why this is part of the plan. Many will turn to the Lord, and those who don't, you will see the result of not turning to the transcendental Lord, the spiritual Lord, the steady Lord, the eternal Lord, the strengthener, the enlivener, because, he'll awaken the awakener, awaken our soul. This is they say a great awakening. Well, it's true. Awakening your soul. Oh, who are you? Oh, I'm a servant of the transcendental Lord. See, transcendental. And you transcend when you're a servant of the transcendental Lord. See, people are serving the Mayak Lord, the one passing, always passing, coming and going, and then they follow that. See, we follow the transcendental Lord. See? Sadhu Sangha. Isn't that great? He passes by and we follow him. It's a great thing. We'll read that in the Bhagavatam, the Lord coming to door. Actually, I might read that now. I really like that. It's so nice to have a book you love. I've lost all attraction for all the books. I can't, I don't know. Anybody reading any other books? What do you need? Why? Because then you just meditate on all this passing stuff. It's all about the world. The world comes and goes, but the spiritual world is steady, always here. It's always, it's the same and ever fresh. We need that. Something solid and steady, but always ever fresh. That's what our soul is looking for. But it's trying to look in the material world. It doesn't find it. Never. See, always got to find something different to be fresh. See, never. That's why you never can watch the same movie again. You got to go to another one. Then it's fresh for a time. The name of God, ever fresh every day. Why? See, why? This is what everybody is really looking for. They don't know. They need to hear somebody announce it. Somebody that is experiencing it, that they can see with their own eyes. Man, this person chanting Hare Krishna every day. And look how it's ever fresh. He's not changing names, not changing pastime. Same verses often. Ever fresh, ever tastes great. It's like eating a meal. You got to see a person eating God, that you can see this guy's eating the bread of life. Right? Simple. Where's the eater? When Jesus said, I'm the bread of life. Okay, where's the eaters? Where's the tasters of that wine? My blood is the wine. His blood were the scriptures, man. Was the name of God, the worship, the prayers. Where is that? Okay. Now you're going to get to know God because the friend of the Lord will introduce you. You haven't met the friend. You got to meet the friend of the Lord, the intimate friend. Only they know. Only the Father knows the Son, and the Son knows the Father. And the son or the daughter, whatever body you're in, but you have an intimate relationship with that transcendental, eternal Lord. Then you can introduce that Lord into the lives and the hearts of others. This is the process. It's always been the process. It's a process with Jesus. It's a process with Lord Chaitanya. It's a process with Lord Ram. It's all the real path. Who represents that transcendental Lord? There'll be signs and symptoms. Lolita likes this. That's why I do this for her. Put us and River too, and Twenty, everybody. If you like this is great. That means you like my Lord because he's inspiring these talks. You like his jokes. You smile, laugh sometimes. He likes that. Yeah, he says, "Oh boy, these people like me. Okay, good." Do we need subtitles? They don't translate good and they cover devotees' faces. Is there subtitles here? I don't think there are. I don't. Do you see subtitles? I could take them off later. I have to go on into the thing. Must go from Belgium with love, everyone. Oh, must go from Belgium. Okay. All right. All right. Back to Bhagavad Gita here. Okay. All right. Yeah. Supreme Lord said, "My ye unto me, my ye unto me, asakta, see mana, mind attached, partha, O son of partha, prita, yogam, self-realization." Yeah. See, this is the thing. You get here in Sadhu Sangha, you get the connection so you can have yogam, yoga, union. This is what we need. Awakening and then yoga simultaneously. Okay? This yogam, this is strengthening. This is like the what's that? Green Lantern sticking his ring into that lantern, which is connected to the green planet. See, it gets the strength to be super. It's souped up. The same thing. We need this yogam. We need to awaken. This is sadhu sangha. This means this is real church. This is real temple worship. We awaken the temples, the Lord in the heart of the temples. See, so that we, part and parcels, can yogam, union. That's real yoga. The bodily thing is good for health, yoga, that's external, but that's good for the body. See, but we need this union of the soul. See, those who can do that, do the highest yoga, man. This is the yoga. This is eternal yoga. This is why you can't neglect this. You can do all these bodily things and everything, and good, the body gets nice and health. But it's just like austerity and renunciation. You cannot attain the Lord that way. All it can do is maybe make you a little better position, as long as you don't get a big false ego, think, I'm a great yoga instructor or something, But this yogam is the soul awakening. And that's where the strength is. That's a secret here, man. That's how I got all these titles and everything, is yogam. People throwing titles. Oh, go he's a Bhakti Vedanta Paramahamsa, blah, 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 blah. All comes from yogam. You can get it too. That's what we're about, man. Make you yogis, real yogis. You think they're doing yoga for mystic power? These people, they do it all for that, but they don't get this. They don't get this intimacy. No, I just want to do these for powers. I like to see this big false ego thing. Krishna taught Uddha's mystic yoga system, and then he said, don't follow this. You'll get a big false ego. It's not what life is about. Life is about what we teach here. Anybody coming regularly think, my God, that's solid. That's potent. My God, you really cleared away all the cobwebs. You take all the distractions away. That's one of the good things about our things here. For me too. I mean, I come here, I don't know what happens, like a miracle. I come here and all this stuff happens in 3 or 4 hours that we're here. Isn't it fascinating? I'm as fascinated as you are. I think it's a miracle. I think it's amazing. I love this. I love miracles. Doesn't everybody loves miracles? Yeah. I love revelation and realization and ecstasy. What else is there? That's the party, right? We're here to party down, man. This is the rave. And you get no headaches. No cops are gonna go raid your thing and take you to jail. No, the Lord is very happy with us. Maya is very happy. Maya says, "Oh boy, you guys figured it out. I had no need for me to bother you." I love it, man. Made my work a lot easier. Yeah, mind attached to me. Self-realization. See, it's simple. I love these words. Krishna, God, truth, very simple. Self-realization. People don't know what that means. They think, I'm self-realized. You got an identification with a big false ego. That's what you are. I'm self-realized. Or he's self-realized. What does that mean? Well, he's enlightened. Well, what does that mean? I never went that far. Yeah, that's because you're not seeing the real thing. See, you got to see the real thing and hear the real thing. Realize the self, man. The self is God. The true Lord, the transcendental Lord. But you have to have yogam to be self-realized. See, this is why people hear you become genuinely attached to the Lord, even a little bit. You're better than many of these gurus that don't even have a little bit of attachment. Because they're too busy being gurus, too busy in their jobs. See? To understand the real path that we're teaching here for everyone. Everyone. It's always the same path. When you have the real mouthpiece for the Lord. This is what it's all about. Yoga. The soul awakened, connecting with the Supreme Soul, and the dance manifests. The rasa dance. Vrindavan. That's what it's all about, man. If you're not interested in this here, you missed the boat. You missed the whole purpose of life. You're too busy being a big guru with a bunch of followers, a lot of problems that you really can't deal with. We're following, persons who don't understand this. See, it's about, to those, see, Bhagavad Gita 10:10. You know how many people got these Bhakti Shastras on the wall and they don't even understand Bhakti? They think, oh, I'm a Bhagavad Gita teacher. See my Bhaktas. I studied at ISKCON. I went to all these things. Oh, yeah? Do you know Bhagavad Gita 10:10? Oh, yeah, I've memorized that verse. Oh, really? Do you really know that verse? Because if you did, you would be in a place like this. You would listen to real guru. Because the real guru will tell you this. To those who worship Krishna with pure love of God, like the verse says, loving ecstasy, they're the ones who have real knowledge. You got to hear that knowledge from them. Now you got a real Bhakti Shastra if you follow that example. You got to be a real disciple, not a memorized disciple, an abbas, somebody that's memorized the super verses and you superficially understand them. Isn't it wonderful to have depth of understanding of these verses? The clear as it is conception? Oh, I love it, man. This is life. This is the life of real devotees. This is the life of Prabhupada. That's why I was listening to Shama Guri's, reading Prabhupada's purports. I was in ecstasy. It was so fantastic. See, because deep, true love. As it is. That's what we're all about, man. But you got to find the devotees who worship the Lord like that and get Krishna's knowledge. See, not their Krishna's, the Lord's See, he gives the understanding. Real devotees know that. Of myself, I can do nothing. Yeah, don't think that Prabhupada, like he said, I don't think I wrote these books. Krishna dictated them. Jesus said, I of myself, I can do nothing. Ramananda Roy says, oh, it's amazing. I'm sitting here speaking to you, but it's you speaking through me. Okay? That comes from yogam. That's why you got to worship the Lord a long time in ecstasy. And he's hollowing you out with that ecstasy. Man, is he purifying, burning up all the stuff in the way so he can have a good, mouthpiece on his flute. You ever see those things, those lips on the flute, man? They match the lips of the flute player. Really nice. Nice fit. Sometimes I wonder what's going on here. These verses are great, huh? So I will just every word is just full of nectar, full of self-realization, realization of the self. See, that self is Krishna, man. That's why the Vedas, that's his very self are these names. See, his names, everything about him. This is his self, the truth as it is. Self-realize, realize to see the real self. That it's right there, but people see but don't see because their soul ain't awakened yet. Their yogam, their attachment, that puts their mind like a vice grip on the Lord, won't let go. You ever hug somebody like that? You don't want to let them go. You got to do that with them. See, that's attachment to the transcendental. Always like that. It's a vice grip. And he's like that with you. He won't let you go. Even a little bit of advancement. You come to one of these classes and, your whole life in Krishna consciousness associating with those persons who are not really self-realized yet, don't even know what it is. You can spend 40 years doing it. You come to one class, you've impressed God more than 40 years with somebody that hasn't impressed God. Just to be with somebody that is impressing God, that God is pressing into them. They're pressing into the transcendental Lord. Yoga means pressing in. He's pressing in, you're pressing in. Ooh, you go to one class like that, you've seen reality. Were it better than 40 years of these prancers on stage, these sannyasis and all that haven't realized the Lord yet. Can you imagine that? This is not an exaggeration, my friend. They say 1/10,000th of a second association with a real devotee, man, who has real love of God, pure love of God, is more valuable than billions of dollars. Billions of associating with mundane persons, people not awakened yet. They just awakened to knowledge. Okay, very nice. Ceremonies, believe, a little faith in God and all this. But here, the test is coming, isn't it? Test is here. Oh, look at how many are falling by the wayside. Christians, Vaishnavas, closing their churches, masking up. They believe in the world. You believe in the world, worldly people? If you're not very strong in your faith, you better come to a place like this. Find where is real faith in God, man, in the true God. You'll see signs and symptoms like that little boy. Watch. I put it on, I don't know, put it somewhere. Yeah, faith in God, man. Hey, man, this has all been predicted. See, that's part of the faith. That you have knowledge. This knowledge comes by real prophets. See, they profit this way. They don't consider profiting money. Profit is devotion. Profit is understanding. See, prophet is relationship and intimacy with God. That's a real prophet. Not these other guys. They're all worldly still. They profit monetarily, materially. They become materially motivated. They get so attached to their object of worship, money, and, that they will do anything to profit at your expense. See, that's what you do when you believe in the Lord's Maya, the passing thing. The words that are here and there, and the duplicities and the hypocrisies, the deceptions of people who are speaking to you. The word, see, you believe in their word. That's your God. And what happens? I'm in fear. Give me my mask. I'm afraid. Let me line up because they're telling me this. That everything is lies, deception, cheat. That's where we're at now, man. The demons are in charge. They lie and they cheat and they deceive. It just is what it is. See, the Lord protects me. He protects you that have yoga, man. He gives you good intelligence. I was listening to this guy. He was an Indian activist yesterday. I learned a lot. It was great about Krishna. Everything I see now, because of this yoga, that's why I stand for this. This is fantastic. Gives me great information, great knowledge, better than I've seen anywhere. Even this guy is very intelligent, activist, wrote a lot of books, everything. And he said, you need intelligence, man. You need to see things intelligently because that God gives you intelligence. See, but I know he didn't quite know what he was saying. This is another thing. God gives you, it's so true. God gives you intelligence, but you need that connection to the true transcendental Lord. You got to know the real self-realization. You realize yogam, attachment, love for the God. That's what we deal with here. That's what you get here. Then you get intelligence to see whatever's needed to see. Otherwise, you don't have real eyes. You're blind. And you listen to the passing coming and going. See, anybody can come here and get value. We just get very practical. I can talk to anybody because the Vedas talk to anybody. And if you're really empowered because you got realization, because people can see this guy has a relationship with, we can't quite see who it is, but boy, it must be real because they're having a great time, better than I've seen anybody else in this world. They're having a great time with every word they're saying. These other persons, they listen to these other words and the words they're speaking, they're going into their houses and closing the door. Putting their masks on in the house, double masking. Or, that's how it gets when you listen to people who are jerking you around because that's the way the Maya works. It's always jerking everybody around. Makes you a jerk. You want to be a jerk? You want to be jerked? I'd say another thing, but I'm not going to. You better say yes. Please describe false egos, big ones. Yeah, false identification, man. That's all it is. You identify what you're not, and you just gets bigger and bigger identification, stronger, and you get very attached to your identifications. That's all. But it's not real. It's all, yeah. This is why I say, seek the kingdom of God and all else is added. That's this union with the Lord. That's all we're dealing here. And everything's added, man. Your happiness is added. Intelligence is added. And the Lord starts to use you. Wow, I can use it. See, the harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. Because the Maya is distracting so many people. That's kind of what she does. Yeah. All right. So, in consciousness of me, asamyam, without doubt, samagram, completely, mum, unto me. See, and so anyway, that's why, again, why we need to associate with devotees, because you start to have personal experience, just like the book says. See, the playbook. They think this Carl Schwab thinks he's got a playbook. It's not a very good play, is it? Oh, that you don't want to. That play participating is not playful at all. It's just a sham. They call it a playbook. This is what's happening now. Is a playbook in the world. Okay, no. The real playbook is Srimad Bhagavatam. Is Chaitanya Charitamrita. Now this is where you begin to really play with God, play with truth. See? And that is fun, that is strengthening, that is enriching. See? That is awakening the soul. See? Here, this is the playbook. In the playbook it says when you have a bona fide spiritual master, a real associate, not a wannabe, a real associate of Lord Chaitanya, that the Lord is using to deliver you, then you start having spiritual experiences. You start to be spiritually enlivened. You get an experience as a revolution in your life that changes the whole direction. Okay? That's the way it works. You know how many people were affected by Jesus when he was here? They went from one direction to another. This tax collector was happily collecting his taxes every day and went this way and then completely reverse direction. How many people have done that here? That's proof is potency. Okay? You guys were going a certain way. Now you're going this way, right? Change your direction. It's amazing. It's a miracle. Why? Because it's attractive. Why not? You've tried the Maya enough, right? Doesn't work very well. Shoe doesn't fit. It's too tight. This is good. Everything loosens. Maya loosens. Illusions loosen. Truth. Oh, wow. It's so nice to hear about truth. Oh, it's so nice to chant with feeling, to mind attached to the Lord because you got feelings. You feel God. Ooh, isn't it nice to feel God there, Lalita? Feel that, Lord. Right, River? Feeling that, Lord. Then your enlarged heart is good. Good to have an enlarged heart. More room for Krishna. Small body, but enlarged heart. She thought it was a bad thing before, but it's actually a good thing. Krishna did so to make room in there. Pani, read this.
This is from Shamagori. She says, I have turned the subtitles off finally because they were grammatically so wrong.
Sorry about that. Okay. Let's see what else we can read here. Okay.
This is from Narai Drasohun. Who is who and what is what according to Shastra? We all have the rights and to serve and preach and be chosen one.
You see, if you want to go that way, see, that's the thing. We all have the right. See, that's like people saying, they say, go Ari, or anybody that preaches kind of like boldly like this. God is also in my heart. What do we need? What do we need? I don't need you. What is this? See, God is in my heart too. We're all chosen ones. See, anyway, I see that as an obstacle for you. This is a teachy thing. This can throw you off. There have been many that have come like that, in that mood, and gone because they want to be teachers. Krishna fulfills their desires. But you'll never be the best teacher. I'm just telling you frankly, my friend. See, you cannot compete with this yet because I can look by your realization. I just see what the Lord shows me, and I'll tell you the truth because you're here. You're not there yet. You're not of the caliber of students that we can make. There's some room for improvement there. Otherwise, you're going to go off like these others have. I'll name names. Mahavirya, Meena, they went off to do their teaching thing. That's like that. You're stuck there. Well, you're not stuck. Maybe you want to live it out. I don't know. You can think you're the chosen one and you're real, but there, I can see there's room for improvement there. That's not where I started. I didn't think I was the chosen one and all this stuff. I was just too busy relishing this intimate, ecstatic relationship with the Lord. And all of a sudden, boom, it all happened spontaneously. I never thought, what are these gurus doing? I'm also a chosen one. See, that's kind of that mentality. I never thought like that at all. See, for some reason, I was lucky, and I just kept relishing this intimacy, ecstasy, and God was, reaming me out, man, like making the flute like this. That's why. So I look at this and I say, you could go deeper. You can see. That's why talk to these witnesses. Talk to Lalita Ganga and River and all that, and you'll see. You can go deeper, and then you'll be a real teacher, man. Yeah. You're not to be honest with you, you're not the chosen one yet. You're not the one. You could be. You can go eat your cookies. Did you see the Matrix? She said, you're not the one. You're not the one yet. You could be. Because we're here to make the one. We're here to make everybody. I want to make everybody. I mean, my job is just to bring people to be as good or better than Guru. But that's not it. That kind of idea. We're all the choice. See, there's false ego in that. See, there's competition in that. See, I look at it. Competition, also envy, jealousies. Yeah, I mean, that's what I see. I tell you the truth because you're here and I want to help you. Otherwise, you'll go off. You'll just Krishna, because that's a misleading, that's a covering. Okay, so anyway, that's how I see it, man. But you want to be the one, you can stick it out here, man. Go through the fire, burn up that identification, because that's a covering, and then you'll see what's really real and what's really ecstatic and what is a real teacher. A real teacher is a real relisher, man. A real ecstatic relisher. Now that's a real teacher and teaching. See, and then it's just automatic. See, I don't think about teaching. I just always thinking about relishing, tasting publicly. See, following the footsteps of the Lord, accepting the path of ecstatic love. Automatically, it's like burping. That's preaching. Comes with the eating a good meal. So anyway, that's how I kind of see it. Otherwise, you'll end up, you have to go, ultimately you got to see the value of this burn. You burn this is all wood here. That's wood. This is good. Bring it here and the fire will just burn, that wood. See, and then you'll be left with fire. See? And then you'll understand these things. So, Karuna replied to. Okay, read this, Tirupani.
This is from Shama Sundari. God is protecting jivas in that sangha without any drop of doubt. 24/7, 365, infinity.
Yeah. Okay, read this.
This is from Shama Gauri. Oh, Gurudev, your laughing is so funny and sweet. This is Karuna replying to Shamasundari. This Sangha, yet you know, I have experienced Krishna's protection in others. It's about our sincerity, I know. I'm going to catch flack for this. Yes, yes, we get a lot of protection here too.
This Sangha, yet you know, I have experienced Krishna's protection in others. It's our sincerity. I know I'm going to. I don't quite. Do you get what he's saying there, Pani?
Yeah.
How about you, River? Okay, we'll just move on. Okay, all right. So anyway, we got a lot of comments today. Jealousy. Here, read this here.
Shamasun is saying, I'm jealous of being squeezed. Heaviness of truth of Gurudev.
Yeah. See, the ones who will make it through is you got to have a bona fide guru, otherwise, and really have this connection, and really, because then you can get through. Otherwise, if you don't have a shiksha guru that like, wow, man, this person is what I've been looking for. See, you need to find that in some life, unless you got it in a previous life and you come here and you pick up the book and you're in ecstasy, man, and you're there because you bring what you were here now. See, so you bring it through. Most are not like that. So I preach like, okay, you come into this life, you need to have that. Like the book teaches, this is my Lord, birth after birth. From them, ecstatic prema emanates. By their word, ignorance is destroyed. That's if you want, because if you don't believe, if you don't have such a personality in your life, that this is my Gurudev, who I'm really, really got, that this person, this person can help me transcend into the spiritual world. If you don't have that, you won't get through all these other things. You'll be stopped to think, well, I'm just as good and everything. Okay, you're there. It's great. Go out and be a big teacher or whatever, So you got to find that. Whether, you may have Diksha from a bona fide guru, even somebody that is, say, Prabhupada. But if you're not at all the way, like by regular classes in Srimad Bhagavatam and by service to the devotee, all that's troublesome to the heart is annihilated and to almost nil. And then the loving awakens in my heart as an irrevocable fact. If you're not at that point, you a guru to bring you to that point. That's what the book teaches. That's what my experience teaches. That's what I'm seeing in this teaching that we're doing here. See, it all confirms, and that's what the witnesses confirm. Yes, this would never happen. It's by your mercy and by your association. You're breaking me through these levels. That's what I'm hearing. That's what you're telling me. Okay? So it works. It's the process. It's the playbook to get into the divine play of Vrindavan. You got to go through this playbook, otherwise Carl Schwab's is your destiny. It's playbook. It's not very playful either. Okay, what does this say here?
Johan is saying, I don't want to be the one, too much responsibility. Let me be a witness for you.
Yeah, whatever. That's this is the thing. It happens when it happens. The Lord puts us in a position. It's great to be a witness. Hey, isn't it? You got a better position than me because you can relish your guru's name. Living guru. It's a ras, man. It's a taste. Isn't it? Lalita Ganga knows. She better, it's a better experience than I get. This is why Krishna said, that's why Krishna came as a devotee. He says, my devotees. Look, I also have devotees now. I have disciples. It's like being like Krishna uses you, like in his position. But you guys got a better position. That's why Krishna came, to be a devotee like you guys. I also think the same way. Look, relishing. What are they seeing because of the strength of their love for Guru? What are they seeing? I'm thinking. See, I'm amazed too, like crazy. See, so this is how it is. So it's like thinking, well, I'm also the one too. You don't know what Lalita is experiencing, much higher position, not trying to be the one, but relishing the one that was brought into her life to deliver her. See, it's about taste, about relish. And you can only get that not in an equal position, but in the submissive position that's real. See, that doesn't work with these gurus if they haven't realized God. If the Lord is not using them to transcendentally liberate their disciples, which where there will be symptoms like you see in Lalita Ganga and River. See, you see they're being delivered. The Lord is giving his transcendental self, which is Radha and Krishna realization in their hearts, and you can see the symptoms of that. Okay? That's what you got to see. Otherwise, you don't see a real guru in this world yet, or they're not preaching the real confidential truths like this. This is rare stuff here. That's why anybody believes in their heart what's going on here, they'll get Krishna. Krishna will give himself to them. And they, like he's doing already. So just follow the witnesses. Go ahead. Read this there. Tom, read this. Let him wake up a little bit.
We have full protection. Gaura Sundari. Gaura. Okay, another way.
Drunk on truth.
Kamagauri. We have full protection in this Sangha. Not some. All of us have it if we sincerely want it.
Yeah, if the Lord reveals it to you, he reveals what he reveals. Everybody has their challenges and their they bring to the table what they've picked up. Okay, let's see here. Read this. Madhusudana.
Madhusudana Das, replying to Shamasundari, Karuna Sindhu is saying that he experienced protection in other sanghas in the past.
Yeah, okay, fine. He experienced protection in other sanghas, but look at the actual fact. Look how the protection really, the last one that he was in, well, not the last, but the other one. I mean, look what happened. His guru abandoned him. The guru is, gone, left Krishna. So what kind of protection? It didn't sound like you were fully protected, my friend. Come on, man, let's get real. Your guru left. Your guru abandoned Prabhupada too. I mean, I also did it, but I'm back. He ain't back. See, so you didn't get off the pad, the mat. So there's some protection there. But we gotta, have it, and we're solid. See, because he's gone, and that's why I guess you're here.
Okay. Eternal protection. Here we have eternal protection. In religion, you have a lot of material protection if you want to live in the temple, etc. But eternal protection, really?
Yeah, there's that kind. Yeah, see, a lot of people don't make the distinction. Yeah, but he's talking. He's probably talking. He felt protected in ISKCON. Okay, fine. Yeah, but it's not really an eternal thing because it's still on the Vaidhi level. And then he had another guru, and that guru actually left. He's gone. He's a Mayavadi now, as far as I know. Literally preaching Mayavad and all this stuff. And yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, but the best protection is bhakti, man. The real bhakti, pure love. I mean, that's what the Lord has shown me. Real devotion, real bhakti, real realization. Having the Lord, knowing who God is in you, that awakened, and how that works, and and staying with that and being convinced that this is it. And I mean, that's why I needed to go through a lot of stuff to get here to this point. I had to see, is this really real, or am I being, and so anyway, I'm convinced now. It's good. Thank God, man. Yeah. Okay. Read that, Tom.
We had that one.
Oh, we had? Okay.
Sundari, I chant lately all of your names, and it is so interesting and cheerful.
Yeah. What does Freddie say?
I never felt protected in ISKCON. I felt protection and connection through Prabhupada's books.
Yeah, that was my experience too, the Prabhupada's books. I felt it from the very beginning, attracted and inspired. And the other, it's like, and Prabhupada, he was teaching the rules, regulations, ceremonies and stuff like that. But I wanted the deeper thing, and I was attracted to the deeper thing, like some people are. That's why this is our, some people will be, like we read yesterday, Rag Vartma Chandrika. There's some people attracted to follow Krishna according to the rules and regulations and mandates, and it's external. And some people are attracted by the relationship, the happiness of this intimacy. Okay, read this here.
Shamagauri, I was with two so-called gurus. I have put my faith in, but they messed up their own spiritual life, and here I really feel complete.
Yeah, I mean, that's why, in a sense, people say, "Oh, why do you?" I'm pointing out you need a real guru if you're saying I'm looking for Krishna, and therefore I accept the truth of Bhagavatam that I need a bona fide guru because I haven't attained love of God. That's great. So I'm pointing out, if you're not that kind of guru, you don't have love of God yourself. How can you lead the devotee to that level? There's no way. Maybe you can help them do rules, regulations, and follow Ekadasis and do fastings and stuff, but that's it. But that's still material. It's still on Vaidhi level, it's still not much spiritual. And maybe might be a little flavor in it, but, yeah. So that's why you say so-called gurus, and then a lot of them have troubles. We need to reach your guru needs to reach the transcendental platform. Otherwise, where's your, guru tattva is the foundation of bhakti. Guru, that means you need a real example, a real guru that is your foundation. That's why you see Prabhupada came and said, come on, man, I'm using you as a foundation. You've been worshiping in ecstasy long enough. Now, share it with others. See? So the first thing you got to share is Guru Tattva. You got to teach. He did, didn't he? He taught you got to have a bona fide guru, and he was that. Yeah, I have to also teach. I got to, amen. Otherwise, you got no foundation. That's why I got to teach that disciple here. It's not about being the one that you're also chosen. You are not chosen yet. You don't have the symptoms of being chosen. Chosen means, simple. I told you my example. All I didn't care about being the chosen one, and I was like competing with these other gurus. I didn't even think about it. Too busy relishing this intimate relationship. And then spontaneously, all these things happen. And Prabhupada came. Did Prabhupada come to you and say, I want you to do this? Prabhupada came to me. And said, yeah, now you do this. And then Krishna appeared to my second disciple and said, you're getting my darshan because of you, your guru. Did you get that? I mean, honestly, I mean, this is and this is proven not to be a pipe dream reality because it's happening in people's lives here. See? So that's the foundation, man. And if you didn't make it with Prabhupada or whoever you took initiation with, and your point of pure love of God, and if you have it, you'll have symptoms. But those are not symptoms. They're still, you could use a little cooking, simmering. Stick around and talk to the devotees, the more advanced devotees who are understanding. They're the real witnesses, and when you become like Lalita Ganga and others like that in that mood, River, you see the smile on her face. When you become like that, then you'll see Krishna will really awaken in your heart, and you'll really know beyond the intellectual idea. It's about relish, man. It's about taste, the tasting the truth. But it's always done in submission, submissive to the real empowered spiritual master. Not try to compete with them, not to be also a chosen one type thing. That is wanting to be equal with God and Guru and everything. That's, be honest with you, a contamination. It really is. And I don't mean this to put in, it's about, hey man, I'm here to break people through. Do you want to be broken through or what? If not, you go out, you can be a teacher too. I mean, usurping, you know what usurping is? You come and get energy somewhere so you can go out and be a big teacher. I've seen this all. That's what they did with Prabhupada. You want to do the same thing? They did the same thing with Bhakti Siddhanta. They took the energy so they could become big gurus and acharyas. Do you want to do that? Or do you want to finish that in your life? I am not, I'm here to break people through that level. Otherwise, you're stuck there. And yeah, Krishna will give you desire. You'll be a teacher. You use the energy here. I had another guy came who wanted to be a teacher. Again, I had two other ones. I had about five people like that, including my ex-wife. Competitive, wanting to be the one, wanting to teach their guru, all that stuff, It never worked out. Never, two committed suicide, actually. No, one committed suicide. The other died young. My ex bonkers a couple of times. Crazy. So anyway, it never a good result. Or the others go back into being, dry prunes. So anyway, the opportunity is here. Learn from the witnesses what real bhakti is. They're the ones who can really teach you. Go ahead, read this, Punny.
Shamasundari is saying, everything is like is said here. Everything is like is said here. Individual experience with God is the biggest blessing. It's crazy as ah ha 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 ha. So she goes bonkers.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, man. See, that's an attraction to Krishna and Vrindavan, is the intimacy, individual experience with God. That's what it's all about, man. Go ahead, read this, buddy.
Freddie is saying, when souls reach pure, unflinching devotion for Guru and Krishna, they automatically become the one without striving for being the one.
Exactly. That's it, man. That's the zone. And then the purports of the Vedas are automatically revealed in the as it is way. See, and then that's what you want. See, because then you now you're a real teacher. See, your happiness is not in being a teacher; it's in relishing the truth and standing for the truth. It's kind of a natural. It's like breathing, type thing. I tell you, it takes a bit of preparation for this, man. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Back to Gita. So, without doubt, completely unto me. Yata, as much as Yanasyasi, you can know, tat, that, Shrinu, try to hear. Okay, so translation, now hear, O son of Prita. How? By practicing yoga in full consciousness of me, with mind attached to me, you can know me in full, free from doubt. See, so without doubt. See, so here, even the Christians know, Paul, the faith comes by hearing. You got to hear from a faithful person. You got to hear from a realized person. Really. Otherwise, how can you have faith in something that even Krishna says, no one knows me? You got to find that rare person that does. All beings are inside me, but I'm not in them. Oh, all beings, yeah. But you got to find that rare person where the Lord is inside them, awakened. Because that's where you're going to get awakened, nowhere else. You're just one of those beings where you're in Krishna and he's not inside you. So many gurus are like that. He's not inside them yet. They don't have the symptoms. If you have the symptoms of the Lord being inside you in an awakened state, there'll be real clarity, real understanding. You'll be broken through all the demon things. The demon obstacles. Competition, jealousies, all that stuff, false ego layer will be gone. And then you just relish the truth. See, because that's what, that's what it's about, really, man. Tasting the truth. Tasting Radha's name, Krishna's name. That's it. Very simple. All right, let's hear what. So, Pani, you got your Bhagavad Gita out?
Yes.
Okay, read the purport.
In this 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the nature of Krishna consciousness is fully described. Krishna is full in all opulences, and how he manifests such opulences is described herein. Also, 4 kinds of fortunate people who become attached to Krishna, and 4 kinds of unfortunate people who never take to Krishna are described in this chapter. In the first 6 chapters of Bhagavad Gita, the living entity has been described as non-material spirit soul, which is capable of elevating himself to self-realization by different types of yogas. At the end of the 6th chapter, it has been clearly stated that the steady concentration of the mind upon Krishna, or in other words, Krishna consciousness, is the highest form of all yoga.
Yeah, and the thing is also, see, steady concentration. So you start out concentrating. This is called sadhana. So you do sadhana. You're trying to get perfection by doing sadhana, steady concentration, chanting your rounds, But it's more of a force thing. It's a discipline. But can you imagine you get the feeling? If you're around devotees who have the feeling, they like to chant. They like to meditate on Krishna's name. It gives them real life. You get that attachment, then it's a lot easier, man. That's the whole thing. People need to understand this subtle teaching here. See, this is the rule. See, these are the rules, the subtle rules. Yeah, be around devotees who are emotionally attached to the transcendental Lord, who have transcendental awakened motions, their spiritual bodies awakened. How can you not receive more benefit from that? That vibration, that emanation. Come on, man. See, that's the kind of thoughts that transcendentally emotionally attached devotees get. They get the real understanding, real knowledge, like Bhagavad Gita 10:10. See, you listen to them. Oh boy, you're going to get the real word of God, because they're finding their way back home. And you will too, because you're listening to the messages that they're getting. That's the parampara. Otherwise, nobody knows how to get back home. All you can do is put on a big show on the stage with a big stick, and everybody, oh, Gurudev, it's a big, external party. No, you got to find where the real path is. The real path is the devotee who is worshiping the Lord with loving ecstasy, pure love in attachment, pure attachment. See, and the Lord's giving them all this information. Yeah. This is what it's about. Yeah, watch out for this. Watch out for that. See, and if they give, that's guru. They give you that information that they're getting from the Lord. This is how it works. Revelations they get because they're qualified, and then you become purified and qualified too, and then you get revelations too, and you share that with others. See, then God is on earth. Otherwise, everybody's in him, but he's not in them. See. This is why it's so important. You want to get out of the material universe? Well, this is the process, man. You got to be, a person who is out where the Lord is instructing them. Just like you become like Bival Mangal Thakur, you must become like that. Whereas all glories to my Shiksha Guru, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That's the kind of persons we make here. You'll become like a Bival Mangalakor, where the Lord is living in man and giving you realizations, revelations. There is nothing like that relationship. The Lord becomes your counselor. See, I don't need to sit there and listen to your story. Personally, I'd rather bring you to the point where God takes care of it. It's so great, man, to have him, the Lord, as your own personal counselor. Can you imagine how much money you would save? Free counseling. Yeah. And then you counsel the Lord in other people that are, they coming to that point. You help them reach that point also. We're working on fulfilling the prophecy of Isaiah. He's very happy with this preaching. I guarantee you, man. There'll be a time when everybody will know the Lord. They won't have to be instructed. It'll only be fun just to hear these confidential truths. I just have a good time. It's just all gravy and icing. It's just so nice to hear the truth. It's so great, and there's instruction there. It's always ever fresh to speak about it. You help people automatically. It's really a nice thing. Can you feel it? You can feel it. Words of songs, Jackson 5. Yeah, all these stuff. You'll see Krishna working in all the songs. You'll see it in everybody, what they say and all that stuff. You see how the Lord is working. I see it in all the movies. I get a lot of my preaching material from these movies. You see how the Lord's working. Yeah. It's just, yeah, go ahead and read on, honey. Actually, you know what? I think, well, go ahead, read on a little bit. Read a little bit.
By concentrating one's mind upon Krishna, one is able to know the absolute truth completely, but not otherwise. Impersonal Brahmajyoti or localized Paramatma realization is not perfect knowledge of the absolute truth because it is partial.
Yeah, a lot of devotees, they're concentrating on the Bhagavatam and all that, but they don't have the feeling awakened. See, so it's just a kind of a discipline. They stay superficial. The feeling draws you into the truth, draws the truth into you. See, that feeling is Radha. The feeling is, she personifies devotion. Okay. You can say, so when devotional feeling is there, it draws Krishna, who's the truth, close to you because he loves devotion. He's addicted to it. And those who become addicted here know what I'm talking about. Devotion is so important. Without it, we cannot understand Krishna. We got to worship the Lord with loving ecstasy. It's all about that, man. It's great, isn't it? Once you get it's like, man, I can't function any other way. They got to worship the Lord with loving ecstasy. You pray for that. That's the hankering. That's what devotees want. I'm not attracted to worshiping Krishna because the rule says so, or I'm afraid of going to hell. No, it's not even enter my mind. I just got to have that, Lord. I got to have that devotion. It is my life, man. I want those revelations and realize it. I don't have any other life without it. I got no motivation, no animation in this world without it. I would just be the devotees in Vrindavan when they're in separation from Krishna. Sometimes they're like painted pictures until they're inspired again. So you keep sticking around here. You'll know what I'm talking about here. You realize without this, you're like a hollow flute on a shelf waiting to be picked up to be played. Go ahead there, Lilita.
This was one of the sentences that was ununderstandable for me. By concentrating one's mind upon Krishna, one is able to know the absolute truth completely. I couldn't understand that. That was completely... How can I understand him by concentrating my mind on him?
Yeah.
And it makes such a difference.
Yeah. Yeah, you see in the verse, it says mind attached to me. See the attachment. So you need to kind of fluff that out. What is this attachment? Attaches feeling, man. Transcendentally awakened feeling. That means your soul, your spiritual senses have to be awakened because they're naturally attracted to food. Krishna is the food. Okay? It enlivens that attachment. And then the food. See, the food is the name, the pastimes, the qualities, the truth is the food for this attachment. But you got to be awakened. Most are not awakened. They just trying to fix their mind. Sadhana siddha. They want to be perfect by concentration. And they go right. That's why you read that. You get your Bhakti Shastra on the wall. Yeah, I know Bhagavad Gita. I know that verse here. It's just I concentrate my mind. Yeah. What about the feeling? It's not in their experience. As soon as I heard that verse, attachment, oh yeah, I know what that means. Yeah, I can relate. Yeah, I got to have it. They got to have that attachment. Attachment means emotion. Otherwise, just like if you have money and you have attachment to it, there's feeling there. I love that money. I love of money, right? They say I love the world. Yeah. God, the same thing. You have that, but God, his name is transcendental. That's why you'll see a lot of dry eyes out there because they don't understand this. You got to understand this by those who understand this by experience. You got to see they chant the holy name in great ecstatic attachment and love with all its symptoms and the crying and the laughing and the choking, and that they're having a God experience that you can be confident. Not how long are you going to go for the no-shows? Oh yeah, my guru, he has all this ecstasy. Oh yeah. Have you ever saw it? Oh, well, he hides it. Or you see a couple of tears sometimes. Oh, that's fine. But you want to go deeper? How about finding an extremely ecstatic devotee who chants the holy name in ecstasy? Is that not going to be more helpful than anything? Does that make sense to anybody? Is this too friggin' logical? Bhakti Vinod taught this. He said it doesn't matter. It's not the standard how many followers you got or how many praisers. Oh, he's so fantastic. This guru is that. No, it's not how that's not a symptom of advancement. The symptom of advancement is how attached to the holy name they are, and there'll be symptoms. There'll be lots of ecstasy because the holy name is God. Why wouldn't you be? Unless you're not awakened yet. Or you're maybe I'm sorry, we cannot release love of God on this world. We don't want to show it what it is to the world. So let's just keep the rules here and regulations. Okay, well, fine. Anyway, this is available now. You want to go to that? Well, go. There are a lot of no-showers out there. Give you lots of rules, regulations, all that. But I mean, if you have sufficient intelligence, why would you want where the party is? The party is in this ecstatic worship of the holy name of Krishna, man. Every day you can have a party like this. Read this, Pani.
Shamagari is saying, I cannot think of any other lifestyle anymore, and that Krishna is showing me and helping me to realize that and becoming confident.
Yeah, isn't that nice? Just go deeper. This is a relationship with the Transcendental Lord. This is what you get in real sadhu sangha. This is what you get from a real guru. This is where you're awakening now, and this goes on forever, just deeper, deeper, deeper. I still feel like I'm a beginner, man. Oh, you know how in Buddhism they talk about the beginner's mind? I feel that every day. I'm just beginning. I'm just touching a drop of this relationship. It's never going to reach an end. I just, it's ever fresh. It's deepening, ever fresh. I've never had a relationship like this. I'm hooked. Hook the line and sinker. Somehow or other, the acharyas have fished me out of the ocean. I'm that fish on the hook now. I can't let go. I don't want to let go, man. Just drag me back to Vrindavan, my friend. That's what I want. What is this big long thing here? Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, so you know what? Let's switch a book here now. Okay, let's go to. You can get the Veda base out now. Let's go to chapter 4, text 5 in Adi Leela.
Adi Leela, okay.
Chaitanya Charitamrita.
Chapter 4, text 5.
Chapter 4, text 5.
Yeah.
So read that.
I have given the essential meaning of the 4th verse. This incarnation descends to propagate.
No. Are you in chapter 4?
Yeah.
Text 5. Chapter 4, text 5.
Yeah. Of Adi Leela.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. Chapter 1. Chapter 1, text 5.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
The loving affairs of Sri Radha and Krishna are transcendental manifestations of the Lord's internal pleasure-giving potency.
Yeah,
you
see, that's the point, is we need that awakening of this transcendental pleasure-giving potency. That's why you got to get it by association. No other practical way. You need to be around devotees where that's awakened in them. That's that feeling. Then your mind is, just naturally going to be attached to the word of God. It's like it becomes easy. Like I say, people say, "Oh, it's so hard to worship Krishna." They're just lacking the feeling. Why would it be hard to meditate on the Lord's name and words when you're so attached emotionally? You've got the pleasure-giving. It's giving you pleasure. See, this is what you get here. Is it becomes very pleasurable to hear about Krishna, to speak about Krishna, to meditate on the scriptures, to meditate on the name, to hear the name. Everything is pleasure, 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 pleasure. You live in the pleasure potency. Isn't that what a nice word, pleasure potency? People are living in the pleasure potency of Maya. And it's always limited, right? It's not ever fresh like this. That's why you watch a good movie, right? It's there's some pleasure, but it's limited, and then you got to go to another movie. Hollywood's always busy making new movies, right? Go look how many movies, and then you forget. You watch one and you go to the next and always waiting for the new movie. See, here I never have to wait, man. Anytime I want to see a new movie, I pick up the same name, and then this ever fresh movie. I love that, man. I hate waiting. You ever feel like, you see a good TV series and you got to wait a week for the next one? People know it. I feel the same when you watch this thing, and you gotta, and that's why I'd rather not watch these ones that come once a week, because then you gotta wait. You're longing for the next movie. Lolita's lucky she never got into TV. So, but this, you don't have to wait. As soon as the longing starts, you open your mouth and there's the new movie. Ever fresh movie with the same name. I love that, man. Same pastime. Just pick up the book, read the same sentence again, and you got a new movie. See, this is eternal. We should bottle this and sell this to the whole world. Yeah. Yeah, this is a better deal. Isn't that how funny how the Lord is trying to teach us? The transcendental is unlimited, is ever fresh, eternal, and his material Maya is always limited, and it takes a lot of resources. To make a movie or a TV series, all those resources, all that energy that goes into that for so little profit. Look at this. Just transfer all that. Come to Sadhu Sangha, and then you got, for a little resources that we have, it doesn't matter how much money you have or how little, you can get the greatest benefit is to be able to tap into this. Where the name is always ever fresh, his pastimes are always ever fresh. Okay? So that's a pleasure-giving potency. It's a wonderful. Read that again there, buddy. Same thing. Same thing.
The loving affairs of Sri Radha and Krishna are transcendental manifestations of the Lord's internal pleasure-giving potency.
It's all about loving affairs. Even in this world, it's loving affairs. What do you think gets people up, man? Get up there, send those children to school, right? Man, loving affairs. It's all loving affairs between husband and wife, money. I love my man. I want to go to work and make a lot of money. It's love, right? Attachment. Everything's about loving affairs. I just love, people even love their guns. I love my weapons. You ever see that? They love their guns. A gun, they love, I love this gun, that gun. I like a few of these. I think it's amazing about how the Lord makes these things, machines, really nice and all that. There's love in the world. And see, the beautiful thing in Krishna consciousness is, while you're in the world, you have a body, you can love your wife and you can love this, but you're not overly attached, and they're not foot shackles to you. See, because you love what is eternal. See, Lord Brahma taught, I don't teach this all or nothing bullshit, man. That's for sannyasis who don't know the love of God yet. They're still in process and doing their austerities and all that stuff. No. I teach what Lord Brahma teaches. Because Bhagavatam teaches, that's what I teach. Lord Brahma says, if you don't become a devotee of God, of Krishna in our line, if you're not a real devotee of God, of Krishna in our line, Lord Chaitanya, then your husband's wife and money and world and possessions are foot shackles. See? So we get the emphasis, hey man, become a devotee, become released, become set free, become a devotee of Krishna, man, where you have attachment, the pleasure potency. Come here, we'll awaken the pleasure potency because that's our job. That is our niche. Very few people can do this. You come here, we'll get you attached to the Transcendental Lord. You'll watch that movie every day and you'll love it, and it'll always be different. Ever fresh movie. And you'll love it, and you'll have the symptoms of loving it more than anything else in this world. And then you can have husbands, wives, doesn't matter. Everything's in its place. You can even be a Brahmin or a sannyasi, but it's in its place. That's not delivering you. That's just your habit. You know how they wear a habit? That's just your habit. I just like to kind of dress like this. And so just like poor people, they just kind of like to dress like this because they have to. Doesn't matter. If you got love of God, man, that's it. You realize, I found it. Okay, anything. Okay, I'm a poor person in this life, a rich person, middle class. Doesn't matter, man. Because I love the Lord, man. Loving the Lord is the main thing. It's real life there. That's all God wants, is to know Him. Purpose of the Vedas is to know Krishna. Purpose of coming here is to know God intimately. Become attached. Go ahead, read the rest of the verse there.
Although Radha and Krishna are one in their identity, they separated themselves eternally. Now, these two transcendental identities have again united in the form of Sri Krishna Chaitanya.
Isn't that fantastic? Isn't it fantastic how we can do that? How we can, worship God. There's God, and then there's me, the soul. Just like the Lord separated Himself eternally to have these relationships, and we get to have that. We can awaken that. That's our work here. Our playbook here is to awaken people's relationship, because this is great. That's why the Lord, God Himself, separated Himself for relationships, because it's so juicy, it's so fun than being alone or being with His Maya. This is the best thing. There's no other real option, really. There's either be with the Lord's Maya or be with His transcendental potency. Be with His transcendental self. Maya is all kinds of myriad forms and everything. All kinds of stuff out there, Or this is really the only real alternative, the real one. The real, reality, man. The Lord separated Themselves eternally in His spiritual potency. Here's my part and parcels, and here I am, and we're here to relate, man, to do this rasa dance. Transcendental pleasure-giving potency rasa dance, man. See, what you're hearing here is going to be your reality. Okay? That's why, Prabhupada's disciples, they need to move on to this reality, not, my reality is rules, regulations, and Varnashram Dharma, and being a Brahmin, and being a sannyasi, and building temples and all that. That's your reality, because that's what you heard. Well, here's a new message. This is the good news. You want this reality, you got to hear about this, because it's true. It's in the book, right? Postgraduate book there. You notice? Postgraduate. Vaishnavas know this. But they know but don't know. See, you're hearing this. This is going to be your reality. Yeah, you're going to be hooked into the pleasure potency of God. And devotee. Relating like that. That's going to be your reality. Why? Because you're hearing about it. Not only are you hearing, you're seeing it in action. Come on, there's no better place to be. That's called real sadhu sangha, not a fake one, not a wannabe we're trying to practice. We don't exactly know what sadhu sangha is. No, sadhu sangha is this. It's very simple, straightforward, and clear. Sadhu sangha is a devotee in their spiritual body loving God. Like that verse that you're reading there. There you go. You be there, and you're going to be like that verse in living. That means you'll be transcend this material universe so easily, like the water in a hoof grip of a calf. Go ahead, read on, buddy. Is there a purport?
There isn't a purport to this.
Oh, okay. So let's see. Let me choose another verse for you. Well, let's make this a little Harinam game here. Let's see. Go to verse number go 33. 33 degrees here. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Go to verse 30. Start there.
I offer my obeisances unto all my Vaishnava readers, as I begin to explain the intricacies of all these verses.
Next verse.
I request all my Vaishnava readers to read and hear with rapt attention this narration of Sri Krishna Chaitanya as inculcated in the revealed scriptures.
Okay, now I want you to read the word for word on that.
Sakala, all, Vaishnava, O devotees of the Lord, Shuna, please hear, Kari, making, Ekamana, rapt attention, Chaitanya, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishnera, of Lord Sri Krishna, Shastra, scriptural reference, Mata, according to, Nirupana, decision.
You see, in the word for word, there's nothing that says read.
Yeah.
It's all here.
Yeah.
See? Please hear. As I in the previous verse, please hear as I explain the intricacies.
Mm.
See, you need to hear this from the devotee Bhagavat. See? Very important. Yeah. See, so please hear. And so read that verse again. No.
I request all my Vaishnava readers to read and hear with rapt attention this narration of Sri Krishna Chaitanya as inculcated in the revealed scriptures.
Uh-huh. Okay, you know what? Everybody chant for a while, and I'll be back. I got to go to the bathroom and stuff, do some. So, yeah. So read a little bit, or chant a little bit together, or what?
I think we'll chant.
Huh?
I think we'll all chant together until you come back.
Chant together. Okay. Yeah, I'll be back here. So I'll go.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Lalita, do you want to unmute yourselves? And also Tom, please.
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna,
Ram Ram,
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Rama Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram, Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram, Ram, Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Rama Rama,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Ram, Ram, Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Ram, Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Ram,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Rama Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Rama, Hare Ram,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Hare
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 Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Ram, Ram, Hare
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama,
Hare. Krishna, Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna,
Rama Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Chaitanya,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Chaitanya,
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna, 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 Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Rama
Hare Rama, Rama
Rama Rama
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna.
Hare Rama,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama
Hare
Rama Rama
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna. Hare 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 Rama.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama.
Hare Hare Rama Rama Rama
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Hare
Ram.
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama
Krishna.
Rama Rama Hare
Krishna.
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare Hare Hare Rama.
Rama,
Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama
Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama.
Krishna
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Krishna.
Rama
Hare Hare.
Rama Rama Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna. Krishna
Krishna
Krishna.
Hare Rama
Hare Krishna.
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Nanda Sri Krishna.
Hare Rama Rama Rama
Gauranga Chanda.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Gauranga.
Krishna
Gauranga Nityananda. Gauranga Nityananda. Gauranga Nityananda. Gauranga Nityananda. Gauranga Nityananda. Gauranga.
Krishna Krishna
Gauranga.
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Gauranga.
Rama Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Gauranga.
Hare Rama
Gauranga. Nanda. Gauranga. Nanda. Gauranga.
Rama
Gauranga.
Rama Hare
Gauranga. Gauranga. Nanda. Gauranga.
Krishna Krishna
Nanda.
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Gauranga.
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare
Hare Rama
Nanda.
Gauranga Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama
Hare Rama, Hare
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama
Gauranga, Nanda, Gauranga,
Hare Krishna
Gauranga, Nanda, Gauranga, Nanda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nanda, Gauranga,
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama Rama
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Krishna,
Go,
Hare
God.
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Govinda,
Hare Rama,
Gauranga,
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Gauranga, Nanda, Gauranga,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna Krishna
Rama
Govinda,
Rama,
Nanda, Gauranga, Gauranga,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Nanda,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Gauranga,
Rama
Nanda,
Rama,
Gauranga,
Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Gauranga,
Hare
Rama Rama Hare
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Rama Hare Rama
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Rama Rama,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama Hare Rama
Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare Hare. Wow. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna Hare Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Rama
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama
Krishna
Rama Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna
Rama,
Hare Krishna
Rama
Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare 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 Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama Hare Hare
Rama Rama, Hare
Jai
Krishna,
Jai Jai Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Prabhu
Krishna Krishna,
Prabhu
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Shri
Rama
Advaita
Rama, Hare
Shri
Hare
Advaita
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Gadadhar
Krishna
Gadadhar
Krishna,
Shivasati Shrivasati Gaurava
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare, Ram Ram,
Rama Rama Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Ram
Rama,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Oops.
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. I think we'll stop here for a little bit.
Thanks for using.
I gotta go find my keys. I lost my keys somewhere. I can't get it off my mind. Huh? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, okay. I'll see you guys a little later. I'll be back probably not too long. And so maybe Pani will give a class or something. Is that Noodles there?
No, this is Rinda. She came up here saying, how long is the class going to be for? Just now, she just came up asking for it. And then the next word you said, maybe we'll stop here.
Yeah. Perfect synchronicity. Okay, Brenda, we'll stop the class now. Hey there.
Say hi.
Hi.
It's getting bigger. Okay. All right, guys, gals. We'll see you in a little bit. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna devotees.